The goal is to improve trade and economic cooperation between South Africa and Russia at a time when both nations are weathering turbulence in the global economy. International Relations Minister Nkoana-Mashabane and Russia's Minister of Natural Resources and Environment, Sergei Donskoy, are working to strengthen ties.
The key areas of development, we're looking at agriculture and the scientific research that also goes into that, and beneficiation of agro-produce.
Well, Minister Mashabane also met with her Russian counterpart, Sergei Lavrov, today, and they discussed a number of issues, including Syria and security. But the main issue of the day was bilateral trade relations between the two countries and a concern about what to do about the slump in recent figures. The concern about a decline in trade of about 10% this year, according to Russian authorities, was also underlined at an annual business development forum. South African business leaders failed to attend. Mikhail Fiteyev, the head of the Russian and South African Business Council for Food and Agriculture, focused on the positives.
The fruit industry and the fruit sector in the cooperation is the most prominent sector of cooperation between the two countries. It's also the oldest sector of cooperation. It started 20 years ago.
This distributor provides South African oranges to Russian supermarkets. But even here, there are challenges as South African farmers are finding it difficult to adapt to a host of new Russian labeling laws. But Vuisi Mweli, economic counselor to the South African embassy in Russia, takes the longer view.
Whatever small sort of challenges that you might face, I think we are sort of interested in the Russian Federation in the long term. We think it's a big market and we're still a very small player in terms of supply of products, of a range of products. So we see a lot of potential for further growth going forward.
Next year, the forum, known as the Intergovernmental Committee on Trade and Economic Cooperation, will resume in South Africa. Albina Kovalyova, SABC News, Moscow.